Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby and welcome to Friday. Woo, 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 woo. It is Friday and already you can hear at least, actually you can hear both of the people that are here with me. I don't know what they are. What they're laughing at. I'm not quite sure what's going on, to be honest. Literally, what? Literally just, she's going like that. Pointing at me. Literally just started the show and they're already off. We've got a fantastic day lined up for you today. Kicking things off, of course, with Wake Up Call, where we get to preview everything which is coming up right throughout the day. 2 o'clock this afternoon, we have got the softer side of life with some brand new goodies coming your way and a masterclass to finish your day later on, 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern, plus lots more to tell you about, which I'll do in just a few moments' time. But let's introduce you to our giggly guests on the sofa. It is the lovely Debbie and the lovely Becky. What's so funny? You want to share the joke with the rest of the class?
It's you.
It's
you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Definitely you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always Benjamin.
Yeah.
Charles Benjamin.
Stop
Jason.
calling me Charles. Charles. That was.
His name's Charles.
It is my name, but my name is.
Does everyone know your name's Charles?
I don't know. Well, they do now.
They do now.
Like a Charles, actually.
You do look like a Charles. Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
What qualifies me to look like
Charlie.
Cheeky Charlie?
Anyway, should we show you what we got coming up?
Yeah, stop calling me Charles.
Do you know what? One of my favourite things, I have 2 real favourite things in the craft industry. One is Create a Card, one is Edgeables.
Oh, I thought you were saying another one was me.
And one is obviously Charles.
Oh no!
What I love about an Edgeable is they really do create the most unique concept cards. So you can see cut on each edge of this card. Keeping it quite simplistic is beautiful. Adding in, we've got so many different varieties, gorgeous designs that you literally can cut onto the edge. You can layer them onto cards. You can make them into whatever style you want them to be. How pretty is that? It's like a gate-folded front, look, in a different way. Absolutely stunning. Colour them in, use them in different ways. This one is stunning as well. I mean, using it just in that beautiful black that's so striking. And then one more, if you don't want to go for your traditional Edgeables, what about some cutesy Edgeables? We've got some really gorgeous little characters coming up later on at 6 p.m. and these are absolutely amazing. What I love about these little characters is you can put them on any edge of anything. And if you think that every piece of card has an edge or an aperture or something you can cut into, you're going to be doing lots of different things with these. Amazing.
Yeah, going to be fun later on. We've got some great deals and some best ever prices coming up for you as well on Masterclass. So that's later on, 6 o'clock tonight, 1 o'clock Eastern. And before all that, at 2, we have got the lovely Becky for an amazing softer side, which features brand new goodies.
Yeah, we've got these beautiful plique multimedia dies. So this is a little towel. So this would be perfect when you've got Christmas coming up. I mean, not everybody has Christmas towels, but you could make your own Christmas towels.
Idea.
Yeah,
for when you've got guests coming over. So you've got 3 kings on that side, and then you've got the other stars of the nativity on there. So
it's Joseph and Mary and Joseph.
Yeah.
And the baby Jesus. That is
So we've got all sorts of different ones. We've got ones sort of with sort of traditional nativity images, but we've also got all like the key characters for Christmas.
It's an advent calendar.
Yes, I was just thinking
so many options you could do with this. So you could be putting these on to make actual individual decorations. You can make them into a kind of bunting, using them for an advent calendar, using them for decorations on stockings that you might be making. There's all sorts of things you could do with these. Very, very easy to do. You can see we've got a huge amount of different shapes and characters you can have on here.
Did you make this, Becky?
I didn't. No, this was one of the design team. I wish I could say I had.
Should
It
just
is
claimed
amazing.
it.
I mean, the amount of work in that is amazing. Well done.
I think making it a little bit longer,
that.
a little bit wider, make it into a little blanket for Christmas.
Yeah, or a Christmas apron.
Christmas apron, yeah, lots and lots of options.
And of course, they're multimedia dice, so you can use it in your paper craft as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have so much fun with this collection a little bit later on. It's all coming up from 2, but don't forget Becky will be dropping in later on Wake Up Call to show you those. And don't forget also the, I mean, it doesn't sound like it today. Can you hear the rain? Listen to this. You must be able to hear that. It's absolutely tipping it down.
So loud.
And we're still doing our summer sea sun sale. There's 3 days left of it. So if you have had your eye on something, or maybe you haven't checked the website for a while, because I know that new lines have been added each and every day recently. So it is worth having a little look on there. Up to 60% off is what we were told when we were initially told about this. However, as you've just seen there on the screen, you can get up to 75% off some selected items. Best thing to do is just have a click on the website, click on the Summer Sea Sun sale, and take advantage of those deals. Again, worth bearing in mind that those deals will disappear, end of play on Sunday. So if there is something that you want to get, 2 reasons why you should get it. 1, because the sale does end midnight Sunday, but also chances are a lot of things are low stock, so you wouldn't want to see something and then come back later on and for it to have gone. So do make sure you get in nice and early. As always, we are live and interactive this Friday. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials already in. Denise Mills says good morning from Trinidad. Hello. Sarah joins us from Melbourne, Australia, says hope everyone is doing well, sending hugs your way. Stephen's in. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning to Betty from Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Rhiannon is in, saying it's Friday. Hi everyone from Ballarat, Australia. I hope you are enjoying your day. Regina joins us from Buffalo, New York. Mary's in from Maine. Everyone can hear the rain here in the northeast. And there's nothing wrong. There's a few say, what's wrong with the name Charles? There's nothing wrong with the name Charles. It's a lovely name. It's just not my name. I mean, it is my name, but it's not my name. Nobody calls me Charles.
So if it is a nice name, why don't you use the name then?
Because I've always been called Ben.
So why are you called Ben?
You'd have to ask me, Mum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My dad's the same. My dad's a Martin, but his actual real name is Roger. No, so he's Roger Martin, but he always goes by the name Martin.
Yeah, but why?
Because he's just same as you, just always been called Martin.
Weird, isn't it? See, one of my dad's friends is called Fraser Charles. No, Charles Fraser, and he is known by Fraser, his middle name, rather than Charles. I don't know. I've always been called Ben. I've always been called Ben. Charles Benjamin Joseph. So I don't know. We'll get me mum on one day and we'll ask her. We'll ask her. Let's have a look, though, at this brand new collection before we get started. These amazing Christmas characters who I just think are absolutely adorable. These are launching later on. I mean, you can get them now, but officially they launch at 2 o'clock this afternoon, softer side, so that's 9 o'clock Eastern. But if you want to grab these right now, you've seen some finished samples already as to how cute these are going to be, whether you're going to be using these for things like stockings, whether you're going to be using those, as you saw, to make advent calendars, maybe on a Christmas apron. They are super, super cute. Yeah, and of course, the fact that these are multimedia dies, you can use these for all sorts, of course. They will cut through lots of different materials, including your paper as well. So you've got the 3 different designs, the 3 different characters, if you like. So you've got your cute little festive friends there. You've got your little reindeer. You've got the little penguin. You've got a robin. There's a little Christmas mouse and a sheep. And there's an owl there as well, I think. That is a mouse, isn't it? It's a mouse. Christmas mouse, yeah. And the Christmas... That's a sheep, isn't it? It can be whatever you want it to be. The great thing is about this collection, you've got so many different components. You can create what animal you want it to be. I would say that that's a sheep because the Christmas nativity, isn't it? And you've got the sheep in the manger. No, but there were sheep, weren't there? There were cows, there were donkeys. They all came to the birth. What?
Could it not be a polar bear?
I mean, it could be a polar bear. Oh, that's not the wrong... Where's it gone? No, it's not. That is not a polar bear. It could be a polar bear. I think that looks more like it's a sheep. It's a lamb.
It's a lamb. Oh my goodness, that's very loud.
It's a polar bear.
It is a polar bear. But as you can, thank you, Becky's just looked in the packaging. It could definitely be a sheep. That was thunder, by the way, in case you wonder what that was.
I think the ears are in the wrong place.
Yeah.
It looks like a lamb because they should be up higher if it was a polar bear.
But sheep, polar bear, just already showing you just how many different animals you can create with this collection. This one here is, of course, all of your sort of traditional Christmas characters, if you like. You've got Santa Claus, You've got Merry Christmas there, Mrs. Claus. You've got the snowman. You've got the little girl elf, the little boy elf, and of course you've got our cute little gingerbread man there as well. I just think too, right, you're going to have so much fun creating projects with these, whether it be soft craft or whether it be paper craft. But how much fun are you going to have with the kids and the grandkids creating with these on the lead up to Christmas? There's always sort of that week period, isn't there, where the kids break up and then they're so super excited for Christmas. You need to do things with them to kind of like sort of temper that excitement so they're not going absolutely hyper. This is the kind of thing that you can do that they'll absolutely love and enjoy. And then as Becky was just showing you a few moments ago, you've then got your nativity characters. So once again here you've got Mary and Joseph. You've got the baby Jesus there as well, and you've got your 3 kings. Extra points if you can name the 3 kings on the socials today. Can you name all 3? First person to name. Charles.
Charles, Ben and Joseph.
Charles, Ben and Joseph. This is going to be a long, long day. Don't look it up, Jamie. One was called Balthazar, I'm sure of that. And Jamie says there was another one called Casper, apparently. Wasn't he the friendly ghost? First person to get it right on the socials wins a pat on the back. £49.59 is the platinum price on these. Jump in and grab them. You can go for the sets individually should you wish. $63.16 if you're shopping with us in the US. Multimedia dies, don't forget. So great if you're a soft crafter, but also this might be a show if you are a paper crafter to tune in for. If you don't normally tune into softer side, tune in this afternoon because there's going to be a lot for you, I think, particularly with this collection. Coming up on Masterclass, as we say, we are concentrating on edgeables. Let's have a look actually at some of Debbie's finished samples with the Grande Edge Swirl dies, which we're going to start off with. First of all, amazing price on these. 4 dies in total, which are normally over £30, well, almost $40. You're picking them up today for £19.18 or $23.88. Before I show you the boards on those, let's have a look at some finished projects. These, well, as the name suggests, are big and bold, these dies, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and you can use them as freestanding and you can use them on the edge and paper piece back in. There's so many different ways that we can do. We're going to do a demo on this in a little while, but you can see just how grand the swirls are. Absolutely amazing. But again, using them just as freestanding looks absolutely beautiful. Using them side by side on a card, just look at to put that the right way, looks so pretty. Matte layer them behind colours. Using them on your backgrounds where you've just got your colour washes. I mean, that is just perfect, isn't it? It's such a pretty, just simple card. Being able to put them on the side like this and then have them acetate underneath, which we're going to do something quite similar to that one. I love this one, very pretty.
Oh, wow.
It's got some glitter cardstock that's in the back, which Benny's going to show you later because that is amazing value. And then just one more we're going to show you. Look how pretty this one is. I mean, really understated, just doing that framework, using those swirls to matte and layer onto a mirror cardstock, and they just look exceptional and stunning, and it makes you look like that professional crafter that we all aspire to be.
Absolutely. I'll show you as well. I think you saw the majority of the designs that you are going to get there, but worth having a look at these once again. I'm really big at the minute on the design. One of the designs that Debbie just showed you there, where you kind of just cut your image out in black or in white, and then like create your own sort of watercolor background. I think it looks so stunning. Yet it's such a really, really easy thing to be able to create. I think some of these as well, particularly this elegant flourish, are sort of screaming to be foiled. You've got so many different things that you want to do with these. That's your elegant flourish. This one here again is your timeless florals. You know, if you're big into your paper piecing, of course, as well, I think some of these would certainly lend themselves, this one here, to a little bit of paper piecing. That one is your timeless florals. This one here is the fancy filigree. Again, you'll think of a whole host of really sort of you know, regal sort of special cards that you'll be wanting to use this on. And then lastly in the collection, how gorgeous is that? It is the beautiful dainty snowdrop. So 4 really gorgeous, really craftable dies within this collection for under £20 today, $23.88 if you are a platinum member. Kirsty Deed is saying, my brother is called John Christian, but he's always been called Christian. And Kirsty D says, please keep the weather up there. Teesside is quite dry at the moment. It won't be dry, I don't think, for very much longer. I think it's headed your way, Kirsty D. And lots of you still trying to guess the names of the 3 kings. Our Rachel says Nebuchadnezzar, Melchior and Thingy. I have no idea. James going, it's Caspar, it's Caspar, it's Caspar. He remembers it because he played Caspar in a play. We don't need to know the words as well. He's about to recite the old play in me here. Caspar, Melchior and Balthazar. There you go. If you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back. And we'll see those 3 kings a little bit later on with Becky. Should we craft with the Grande Edge swirl die?
Oh, let's do it. Jamie must have been quite high up there because I played a sheep in our nativity when I was little.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Oh, did you have any lines?
Did I what, sorry?
Did you have any lines?
Nah.
I can't imagine you being sheepish.
Yeah. Oh. Perhaps that's where my giggles come from. Right, let's see. So we've got ourselves a 6x6 card blank folded in half. Now what I've done is I've hollowed out 3 inches in the middle. So there's 1.5 inches at the top, and then I've got 1.5 inches at the bottom. So we want to do our sort of borders on each side. So I've got 2 sections here. On this first top section, I want to use one of my dies and place over the top. So just on there. I just want it so it's hanging off because I want to be able to put it back in. So we're just going to pop that on there and we're going to run that through our Gemini machine. Now these are thin metal dies, so they are going to work through, well actually I think all of them will work through your Mini, because they're not wider than 3 inches. But if you're making a concept card, then you would need to go from a Gemini Junior and above. But thin metal dies, so whatever die cutting machine that you've got, just refer to your user manual for the thin cutting dies. So once that one's cut out, we'll have that beautiful, well I say beautiful, you won't see the beauty of it just yet. So let me just take off that tape very gently, pop that there, and then we've got our first piece at the top. Just like so. I'm just going to take that bit away. We don't need to worry about that. So we've then got our piece to go at the top. Done that again for the bottom piece as well. So you can see we've got 2 pieces, exactly the same, done exactly the same thing, cutting it out at the top, but this one is going to be attached to the bottom. So let's pop those to the side. Then what we want to do is we want to cut them out again. So I'm just going to give that a tap to release all my pieces. Make sure you've got no extra pieces in your die. And then I'm going to bring in a coordinating colour. Let's turn that over and we're just going to place it on there, and then you'll be able to see the true beauty of this die. Actually, have I got Gemini Junior plates? Because I could just run them through onto there, which will be quicker. So let's just grab those, pop that onto there, and then we can run that one through. There we go. So I'm still using my Gemini, but I've just switched to my Gemini Junior plates just for the quickness and speed, and then you can see that they do work in a smaller machine.
Yeah.
So take those ones out and let's again give that a tap. Take that out.
I've never been in here when it's been thundering and lightning.
No, raining I have, but not like that. So look at this. I mean, look how beautiful that die is.
That is gorgeous.
I mean, it really is so beautiful. Now, what I do want to do is I want to cut it out again. So I'm going to make sure that I've got no pieces left in my die. So make sure you take all those bits out. And the reason being is if you was to then die cut again, you might find that some of those pieces you'll have to cut another time to go through the 2 pieces of cardstock.
Okay.
So it's just pop all these out the way, and then we're going to run it through. And the reason I want to run it through again, this time I'm going to bring in, now you will find this on the website, it is our hold and release sheet. It's for our paper piecing.
Okay.
So all you do is peel back that top layer. Now even though it feels sticky, so you can see it's held on my finger there, it's not sticky as in it will hold it for long. It's just sticky enough to hold our piece of card and die cut through. Now for anyone that's not seen our hold and release material. You'll find it on the website, but also it's absolutely amazing because what it does is it die cuts the actual die cut on that piece of mirror card, but it will leave it inside that piece of card. It's very clever piece of card, and it's something that's going to be in our core, so you'll always be able to buy it for ongoing as far as I believe. And then when we take that away, look, I mean, it's magic. So instead of coming out as a die, it stays inside. So then when you peel all your other, so if you peel the background away, let me just peel this piece away. So take that off. It will leave that die onto there. Have you seen this, Ben?
No, I haven't.
Well, I was thinking you might have been away when we bought this
I've
out.
had them on shows, but I don't think we've ever done. Well, we haven't. I've never seen this before.
Right, so I'm just taking that away because obviously you can see where it's sticky but not stuck.
Are these like new technology then, or just back in stock?
It's a new technology.
Right.
So yeah, definitely new technology of what we can do.
Yeah.
What it means, we can now paper piece and know all those parts are in there. I can still take out, so I am going to do it. It has cut out that extra bit. So let me just part this piece. Might be better with the pokey tool. It's always going to not release when you're live on TV. Let me just take this piece round. So the white bit is still sticky, but it's not glue. It's hard to explain. It's not glue. There we go. Let's take that piece away. So what that does, can you see all those little pieces now?
Yeah.
It leaves all those pieces where you want them left.
Okay.
So it's always fiddly. I should have done it beforehand. So I have got one to show you, but I want to use both. Well, in fact, I'm just going to bring the one that I have because I do have one. Let me just grab that. That's on here. That would have been easier. Look, with that one, I just took the actual inside part out and it leaves all your little pieces.
Right.
Okay, so I took the outside edge before taking the other one. It would have been a lot easier to do it that way round. We were talking about, me and Craig were talking about this, when we prep for shows, we do it so far in advance. You get your demo out and forget those little things that you do, which is so easy to do. Now, let's bring this card back in, bring in our bottom layer.
So these hold and release sheets then, so specifically if you're someone who loves paper pieces, then you absolutely, you need a load of these, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. They're so good. So good. So what they don't do, these are just held in here. They're not stuck in there. You still need to glue them into place. But it means that you haven't got do you know when all your die cuts go on there and you've got a puzzle piece it almost
I was trying to think because I did some with, I think it might have been Jan, on a craft along a while back.
I think it might have been me, Ben.
It might have been you. And there were loads of bits all over the place. And you can't work out which bit goes where.
Yeah, that's it. It's quite a puzzle to be able to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Good question from Sandra. Just wants to know about the sheets. She says, Debbie, are they reusable a few times or is it a one-use sheet? Yeah,
good question. So they are reusable, but they do start to wear.
Right.
So you can absolutely. So I can take everything off of here, but what you'll see is some bits do die cut out.
Yeah.
So it will start to die cut more and more and won't be as effective the next time. But you get quite a few sheets from what I can gather in the what I can remember in the pack.
Look.
So, and just trim them to the size of your cardstock. Don't use like a full sheet.
Yeah.
I think they come in A5 sheets of card. So yeah, very clever, but you'll find them on the website. Next, what I want to do is use my acetate. So I've got a sheet of acetate, which we're going to place underneath. So we're going to line this up first to the bottom of our card, so I know that that fits perfectly. I know that this goes across. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to, let me bring in a scrap piece of card just there. We're going to use our dotty tape pen, and I'm going to use that to just put all over here. It means I can get all these tiny bits without moving them too much because I don't want them to move. We want them to stay into place. We want them to stay where they should be because what we want to do is paper piece, or not paper piece, we want to actually mat and layer the die back into that.
They're A5 size and you get 10 sheets in a pack for $7.99 and they are in stock.
Ah, brilliant. There we go.
That's good news.
Yes, absolutely. So that's our first one. We're just going to turn that over. Just rub that down so we make sure that all those dots adhere to our acetate, and then we're going to do the same with our bottom piece. So we'll pop this across the bottom, and this time we will turn that over and do exactly the same. And just make sure they're not too bent there. And then go across with that dotty tape pen. What have you been up to, Ben, in the last week? I haven't seen you for a week.
When did I last see you? Was it last week?
It was last week, I think, or the week before. Have you been cricketing?
I've played cricket the last 2 weekends. I've top scored the last 2 weekends.
Oh, well done.
46.
That happened before, didn't it? Your first time with them.
I scored quite a few. I'm in the top 10 of the best batsmen in the league.
Oh my goodness.
I'm at number 8 in the.
That's amazing. You've not long started.
Well, I mean, I've been playing for 30 odd years.
Well, yeah, that's true. But when you're with a new team, sometimes, it's...
So,
well done.
A bit of cricket. Still doing my sign language lessons.
Oh, how's that going?
Really well. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
So what have you learnt? Can you sign for us? I'm just gluing these in at the moment.
What do you want me to sign?
Hello, how are you?
Well, that would just be... Weather? Oh, do weather? Can I do weather?
You can do the weather.
I can say, so you'd say, hello, my name is Ben.
Wow.
What else can I do? I can do my age. I'm 43 years old.
Oh, Ben, that's amazing.
My friend, Debbie, is very funny.
Ben, that's really good.
Yeah, I know.
Well done.
Oh, well, I won't bore you with it all. Maybe I'll do something on me.
That's not boring. I think it's amazing.
I know, like shops and jobs. My work, I'm a presenter on TV and radio. Well, not radio anymore, because I don't do that.
My goodness. That's very impressive. You've picked that up so quickly.
Do you know, isn't it funny, like, how some things, like, it's just really stuck with me. And Laura, my wife, she takes the mickey out of me because my brain, like yours, we forget a lot of things, don't we? But signing is just stuck for some reason, and I don't know why. I picked it up really quickly.
That's really impressive.
And I thought it's quite a handy thing to have, isn't it? I think.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Learning another language, I think.
Yeah.
Now sign language is obviously recognised. It's only up until recently it was like it wasn't officially recognised as a language or something.
Which is very sad, isn't it?
So. But yeah.
Right, so I've paper pieced these pieces back in to the pieces or the frame pieces.
Yeah.
It's not really called paper piecing, is it, this bit? So we'll just piece them back into its shape and then the paper piecing will come afterwards. So just pop in those back in, and I'll just do one of them just to show you what we've done, get rid of all our workings. But look how effective that looks coming with those two front pieces. And then if you was to add this back in, all you would do is take in your little precision bottle. We're just going to take our tacky glue and we are going to just pop that. And I'm not doing loads, I just want to put a bit here, so let's have a little blob of glue in those places. Let's go in here and add this. Just like so. That will do nicely. So let's just pop those in. I'm just going to pop my pin in so my glue doesn't clog up. Like so. And then all you have to do is literally take those pieces and pop them in.
Amazing.
Yeah, which is nice and therapeutic, but nice and quick as well. So because they're all in the right spot, you don't have to worry where they are. They just come off of there because they're not glued down.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think a lot of people do enjoy paper piecing, but I guess it can become, well, I know it can because I had to go doing it. It becomes frustrating when you can't work out which bit goes where. So I think that's why these sheets are really, really handy.
Yeah, very handy. So I'm using my nails. So Jamie's just made a really good point. You've got to have nails, but actually, if you don't have nails, use your pokey tool.
Pokey tool.
Yeah, because you just literally pick it up with your pokey tool, and then you can pop your bit into place.
Kirsty D says, "Well done, Ben. The only thing I can sign is the alphabet, so I can do that and Father Christmas." I mean, don't know if, I know what Christmas is, and I know Father. I don't know if it. So that's Father. So you'd have Father, and Christmas is Christmas. I don't know if that's what it is. It might just be like Father Christmas because he's got a beard. Hi Ben and Debbie, that is fab sign language. I started learning it and want to get back into it, says Tina. As you say, so worthwhile to learn. And Victoria says, I did BSL about 3.5 years ago, and I just answered you back in BSL. Ha ha. Saying my name and my age.
Oh, I love that. That's so nice.
Yeah,
that's what I love about being interactive, because you can just picture that now, someone signing back to you, which is amazing.
I think one day what I want to do, you know, obviously I pop up in the little box here. I think one day I just want to be, do you know, like they have on TV, like the signers who like sign all the different things.
You could just do the whole show like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'll just do the whole show. I won't say anything. I'll just sign.
Oh no, you can't do that, because a lot of people would know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah, we'd have to have it when you and Joe are in, and Joe would have to present, and you would then sign him in the box. Yeah, that would be good.
I'm probably a few years away from that. I could do the colours. So you've got like gold there, haven't you?
Yes.
Which is gold, and then purple.
Gold.
Purple is purple. And then you've got the white card, so white. I don't know what card is white.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's very impressive.
You're doing a fantastic job.
What's fantastic?
Fantastic.
Fantastic
job.
Fantastic job.
There you go.
Fantastic job.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Oh, I've just done a bit of sign language. So what made you want to learn that?
Do you know what it was? I've always, so I had a book when I was little, and it was about loads of sort of random bits and pieces. It was called How to Hold a Crocodile, and in the middle of the book it had the BSL alphabet signed.
Oh, okay.
And so I learnt how to do the alphabet in sign language.
Oh wow.
And then ever since then I've always wanted to do it, and I think more as I've got into doing presenting, I just think it's just quite a handy skill to have, isn't it? I think, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what made me jump into it particularly was, of course, there was the deaf lady on Strictly this year, Rose. And when I saw her signing and the bits and pieces she did, I thought, oh, you know what, I'll look into it. And I found a course this year. I've been doing it, I think 5 weeks.
Oh, so you go to a course to do it then?
Well, so it was a 12-week course through Durham Deaf and Support, but because it's every Friday and my shift patterns change, I did the first 3 weeks, and then the lady who takes the course comes to see me. So the last 4 weeks she's come to my house, and I've had like one-to-ones, and then as of next week I'm jumping back on the course. Yeah, and I should definitely continue it because it's really, really interesting.
Yeah, which is really good. And when you can take something like that, it makes a big difference, doesn't it? And then all I'm going to do to finish this off, Ben, we're going to pop a little ribbon there, pop our bow down, and then we've got our beautiful card. And if I just bring in my finish one, all I've done here is add a few gems, so you can see just little tiny gems at the bottom, top and bottom of the card, and I've paper pieced the metallic mirror card into those pieces. But it's just a really nice way of being creative and using those edgeables a couple of times on the card.
Absolutely brilliant. I love that so much. Such a great first project of the day. Let's have a look at the full collection so you can see once again everything that you're going to receive. By the way, if you are thinking of doing some paper piecing as well, those hold and release sheets, the paper piecing sheets, you absolutely need to get. They are in stock, as we said, and they're available A5 size. You get 10 for $7.99. But this is the full collection if you want to go for the Grande Edge Swirls. This one here is the gorgeous Elegant Flourish. You're going to receive the stunning Timeless Florals. Love that one. Then you've got the filigree, that fancy filigree, so much detail in all of our dies. And then lastly in this set is that really gorgeous dainty snowdrop. 25% you're saving here on this collection today. Normally just shy of £32, $39. That's the price for everyone. If you're a platinum member, it comes down even further for you, £19.18 or $23.88. And we'll see more of that collection later on Masterclass, which is all about those edgeables. We've got so many different products coming up for you. We've got best ever prices, and we've also got, worth checking out now on the Shop the Day page, some of the kits as well, one of which, I think it might be 47, is on the best ever price. Sarah Brown says, stunning card, Debbie. Absolutely. Lots of you saying how much you love that demo. Emma saying, I learnt sign language at high school to communicate with a friend and ended up being a communicator for the deaf. That's amazing. It's fantastic. And Victoria says, OMG, that would be awesome if you would do a part of the presenting in BSL. As I say, I think we're a little way away from that, but maybe I'll do some more stuff on my Facebook page for you. And Gilmore says on YouTube, love that card. That congratulations die is fab. Plenty of love coming in for that particular project. Lots more to show you. More with Debbie in just a few moments' time. Plus, we've got the amazing Becky with us too for Softer Side with those brand new multimedia dies. We'll be previewing those in just a little while. But let's give you a chance to check out your basket, and we'll come back in just a couple of minutes' time.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Lots of you checking out your baskets during that break. I know the masterclass later is going to be really popular because lots of these collections are going, and also producer Jamie just telling me in the break as well, the brand new festive multimedia dies that we've got for you on Softer Side are proving very, very popular indeed. We'll come on to that with Becky in just a little while. She's here with us after midday, but let's have a look at some of the other dies that you can pick up during masterclass later on, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern. These are timeless border dies launched on the 12th of May, and once again I think our guys have absolutely smashed it out of the park here as far as the the detail you've got in these dies is concerned, and called timeless as well as I sort of understand it, in the fact that you've got 6 designs here which will kind of never go out of fashion. 6 designs, I think, whether you're crafting now or crafting in 10 years time, you will still come back and use these collections, because it's all about the florals, it's all about the butterflies and dragonflies, things that you guys absolutely love to use in your crafts. 20% saving on this collection today, so everyone's down to $38.35 or $47.75. Platinum price is $30.68 or $38.20. And once again, let's have a look at all of these gorgeous designs. You've got the rose garden in here. I mean, again, like, there's so many different craftable ways to be able to use these, Debbie, aren't there? I mean, if you love to do your paper piecing, if you want to, just pop these on the edge and add a bit of colour to them, back them onto some acetate, there's tons you can do, isn't there?
Yeah, they're really pretty, these ones. I love the fact they're called timeless, because they're so timeless in their look. They're very, they're just stunning, aren't they? Really stunning. I love these ones.
You've got the butterflies there. This is the Ditsy Daisy. I always love a daisy for obvious reasons. Then you've got the dragonflies. I know last time we had these on, a lot of people were commenting saying that you love this one particularly, and you were going to match it up with lots of the elements that you've got within your Dancing Dragonflies collection, which has proved so popular. And then you've finally got the wildflowers once again, which is just a lovely collection of different florals along that gorgeous border. They are available on a multi-buy for you as well. If you just want to go on a twofer, which is 2 for £14 or 2 for $18. And again, we will look at those in more detail later. The next demo that we're going to have a look at, though, is this collection here, which is your modern edgeables. And once again, right, these are absolutely stunning. They are, they're bigger, I think, they're bolder, but you know, you've got such a lovely collection of designs here. Once again, the Japanese anemone, I think, have I said that right?
Yep.
Anemone.
Yep.
Just say it quickly, Ben, you get away with
Anemone.
it. Why do you draw attention to that every time? The Japanese anemone is gorgeous. Then take a look here again, that romantic rose. How stunning is that? Possibly one of the most beautiful rose dyes I think that we've done.
Agreed.
You're also going to get the stunning spring tulips. You're going to get the butterflies in here as well, the cascading butterflies. So much opportunity again to colour with these, paper piece with these. Look at that gorgeous fairy as well, the woodland fairy. Absolutely phenomenal. And then lastly in this set, again, look at that, big, bold and beautiful, that Bonnie bow. All of those you're going to get, all 6 for $35.96 or $46.60, 2 for £17 or 2 for $24 on those. Really bold, really beautiful. And I think possibly some of the biggest edgeables we do, aren't they, these?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of space in these edgeables,
Yeah.
which makes them that real modern feel, which is why they're called modern edgeables. Really classic designs as well. I love the bow. We've never done an edgeable that has a bow in it like this. What I love about this one is think of Christmas cards. This is going to look lovely on Christmas papers, and you can then do that Christmas red bow or green bow, or put your tartan colours in them, or Christmas papers in that bow and paper piece. It's going to look magnificent. This one is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Just a really cool design. Use all those bright colours that you've got in your stash with your inks or your watercolours. It's going to look amazing. You're right about that rose. It is absolutely incredible. Look at this one. Paper piece back in again, but making into a completely different style of card. Just makes it look really elegant, really modern, looks effective. And actually, as the bow again here, I'm going to bring both in. That looks like a completely different diamond. Two totally different ways to do them. I love this one where it's got the black outline, and then this one's got the white outline. One's looks really striking, one's that soft focus. So really different ways of doing them. Again, with those roses, using them in different ways. One up the card, one across the card. Just really effective, isn't it? And it does mean they are just so versatile.
I'm so glad you've shown it on the horizontal, because I always, because that's how they're presented on the vertical, you always think, oh, they've got to be used that way, but
yeah, not at all. No, not at all. I think lots of them will go different ways in how you do them. So absolutely amazing. So let's see exactly how they work. Let's just pop those to one side. So we're going to be using that gorgeous angel. She is, or angel fairy, absolutely beautiful die. Now, if anyone's new to us and doesn't know what an edgeable is, it says what it says on the tin. It's an edgeable, so it die cuts all of this line all the way round. It die cuts all this intricate detail, but what it doesn't do, it doesn't take it out of the card. It cuts into the card, almost like laser, a laser print technique, but it's not laser cutting, it's actually done with a die. So what we're going to do, we're going to place this onto the edge of our card. What I like about these, Ben, is they have those straight edges, top and bottom.
Yeah.
So you literally cut your piece of card. I'm going to give you the measurements, which is 6.5 inches, and I've done this just over 5 inches. And we're going to place this onto the bottom piece and onto along the top. Get some tape and just tape that down. So just low tack tape. We do a pack of 3, so it will go a long way. And I'm going to place that just to the top and bottom and pop that into place, and then we can run that through.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like how much detail our engineers, our guys, get into all of the dies that they create. I still marvel at how the idea initially kind of springs into their mind, how they then put it down onto, put it down to paper, onto the computer, and then it gets designed. It's phenomenal,
I'd love to see that process.
I would.
I'd love to
genuinely
be there at the beginning of how they get that idea to then how it gets put into a computer, how it gets worked, how it gets measured.
And how they initially, the initial brief from, Leanne, we want to create this collection, come up with the ideas, what the whole process is behind that.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
So let's take that really gentle, just take that top and bottom out, flick all those pieces out, they would just pop out nicely. So, just like so. Doesn't want to come out, there we go. And then I'm just going to clear up my workings, take this die off, just knock out all your pieces there. There we go. I'm a bit of a tidy crafter, you've probably noticed.
Very tidy.
And then what we're going to do, I've got another piece of card. So this piece of card I've made into, I want to make an easel card, but I didn't want to cut this onto the front of an easel. I wanted to do it on just a plain piece of card and then create the easel. So what I've done is I've created a piece of card which is 7 inches by 2 inches. I've then scored it at 1/2 inch and then 3 3¾ inches. So 1/2 inch, 3 3/4 inch by 7 inches across. And we're going to use this to mount onto the back. So this piece here, which I folded in, that will go onto the bottom of our card. So I'm going to bring my card in. I've already added a little bit of blue around the edge. We're going to pop that underneath, and then this piece is going to act as my easel. I've done it that way because obviously we don't want to see anything on this side. So that will stick here, which creates that easel part of our card. So just a little bit of a different way of doing your easel card, but not hiding. If we'd done that on one full piece, when we put that on, you'd be able to see that piece of card at the bottom, and then it hides your detailed work. So let's pop that there. I've just got a few pieces of card to mat and layer on the bottom.
And of course, the way that you cut that, so you could obviously make your card blank and cut it straight into the card blank.
Yeah.
But as you've done it, so you're obviously making an easel card, but you then obviously could take the die cut that you've got there and just literally have that as like a topper for a card as well.
Absolutely, yes, of course.
So edgeable in name because that's sort of their superpower, if you like, but lots of different ways to craft with them, isn't
Totally, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they definitely lend themselves to paper piecing, no question about that. I love the idea of being able to put some glue around the outlines and add glitter.
Oh, yes.
Which would look really stunning. They're that nice sort of, they're just that really plain design, but looks stunning. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to bring in some of our ink pads. So quick drying ink pads, sorry, not quick drying, water reactive ink pads. I've got my Lagoon and my Parakeet. So I'm just going to grab myself a ink dauber. Well, that one's a bit dark. Oh, there we go. It's a blue one there. Let's change that over. So just bringing in that blue design. So to start with, I'm going to bring in the Parakeet. And I'm just going to dab this really lightly over the wings, because I don't want to make that too dark. So I'm giving it a really light touch, and I'm just twisting as I put that down. So it just adds that colour onto there. The other reason, because these are really quite fine lines that is die cut, I don't want to pull them up either. So we've got that little bit of blue there, and then I'm going to bring in the darker blue to put around the edges. And again, just dab that on to start with, because it's like anything. I mean, you could add water if you wanted to water it down, but I don't want to do too much in one go. So just really take those edges.
Do you know as well, off the top of your head, you know the congratulations die that you used on the last card?
Yes.
A few people have been asking if you know where that comes from, if it was in a collection or whether or not it was a standalone die.
I normally give myself some. I normally write them down now because we're asked so much. I'm just going to have a quick look. I'm nosing in the bin now, Ben.
Oh, no.
And I'm actually going through the bin to see.
It's a bit bad. You shouldn't have to go through.
I haven't obviously thrown it away. I will have a look and find out where that's from. It would be somewhere. Is this one it? Oh, this could be it. Is it? Let me have a look.
Never thought I'd get you rifling through a bin.
I know, rifling through the bin. Let's have a look. It's die cut sentiment from the Gemini cut-in sentiments.
Okay.
So that's what it says. So
Gemini cut-in sentiments.
Yeah, Gemini cut-in sentiments. Yes.
Let's have a look.
I'm not sure. It's awful, really, because obviously we have lots of things at home that I don't really have in packaging anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really hard to sort of determine where they're actually from. But I do sort of write it down from what I can remember. So we're just going round those edges, bringing in that darker colour. So all the way around. Oh, what was you looking at then?
I was just looking at the tie on the front of the card.
The what?
I was just looking at the congratulations.
Oh, on there.
It's not the one that I've just looked up on the website.
Cutting sentiments. I've got a feeling it was the ones, you know, that we had some essential sort of dies which had the outside edge and then the inside word that you can mat and layer. I think it's from one of those.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there it is. Hang on.
Have you got it? Is it in stock? Have we got
Hang
it?
on. No, I don't, is that the same one? Sort of.
You can take it with you, Ben.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just going to clear out my ink so it doesn't go on the rest of my makes. So give that a bit of a wash. So you can see we've really now highlighted our beautiful fairy at the side. And then also I just got some papers. So these were from our, one of the, I think it was the celebration one from our Year of Craft, one of our Year of Craft boxes.
I think it's the Gemini Expressions metal die. I think that's the one it is.
Expressions, yes.
Yeah, which
yes.
is in stock.
With an outside edge
Yeah,
and then an inside.
$2.99.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh.
You were like, you went into detective mode there.
Yeah, that was me. Detective Moseby, like Hercule Poirot over this side of the studio.
Right, so we are just matte and layering those gorgeous colours. So I'm using that really nice bright pink alongside the turquoise.
What have you been up to since we last met? Have you been on holiday again?
No, I haven't been on holiday. I'm trying to think. I have been somewhere. Have I seen Diversity since I've seen you?
Yes, because they were laughing at your laugh.
Yes, I've seen Diversity.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Yes, so Charlotte's on is on cameras today, and she's just asked, were they laughing? I didn't tell you, Charlotte. Yes, Ashley Banjo had his hand on my shoulder, and he told me that I was. Let me just grab some foam pads. Yeah, he told me that my laugh was amazing.
Ashley Banjo's the main guy, isn't he? The leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was swooning a little bit then, I'm not going to lie. He was rather lovely. They were all lovely though. They were all really nice. And I'm trying to think what I've done between. I have done something else, but I can't remember what.
Jet setting here, there, and everywhere.
I know. What did we do? We went into London. Because I know I did something else because I did it with Al and that.
Last time I saw you was when
daughters.
you, I think that was last week, and we were doing the, we launched the nesting frame dies, and you made that really lovely card with your pictures of your dad.
Oh, I know what I've done. We've been to see Joe Lycett.
Oh yes.
Yes, we went to see him at the Apollo in London.
Funny?
Very funny.
Yeah.
He was very good. Yeah, I'd love to tell you. I keep telling people and then thinking, oh, I shouldn't because people might go and see it. And,
oh, yeah.
And obviously there's I mean, one thing I can do, which was in the papers, was that he got the...
Someone called the police on him.
Sorry?
Someone called the police on him.
Well, I'm sure that happens all the time, but no, that...
I thought that's what you were going to say for one of his jokes.
Oh, no. No. He had his kitchen, his newly fitted kitchen in Birmingham.
Yeah.
He had it opened by the mayor of Birmingham.
That is brilliant.
And the story behind that is very funny. Yeah, very funny. Yeah, so, and it's just a very good show about his life, but just very funny. Yeah, he's lovely.
I haven't seen a lot of him actually, but the times that I have seen him, he does make me laugh. So
yeah, he's very funny, and I suppose he's more known now for. So a lot of people don't know him as his comedian things that he does, but he's actually on the Great British Sewing Bee, isn't he?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He presents that.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's brilliant. He's very good. Becky will know that. She'll know more about that, won't she?
I'm so out of touch with
That was the first thing I said to Adam. Do you remember Adam come up once before?
I do remember Adam, yeah.
And that was the first thing I asked him. I said, I didn't want to know about you, I want to know about Joe Lycett. But he said he was great, he was really lovely. Right, and then, I've forgotten, but actually I know we're running short of time, so I'm going to bring in my finished card. All I've done here is I've just popped a bit of ribbon at the side here and a little bow. And then you've got our gorgeous easel card. And you go, it's still nice and neat at the back, but just a little bit different, and it will fold flat for posting. There we go.
Absolutely phenomenal. Let us know what you think of the project on the socials. Of course, we'll get the vote for the demo of the show in the next hour. Let's just recap on all of your dies that you're going to get within this collection. Your modern edgeables, big, bold, and absolutely beautiful are these. And like you've seen, going to be great, obviously, to cut into the edge of your card, like it suggests with the name on the screen. However, if you want to cut these out as panels and mount them as toppers on your cardstock, you can do. If you want to be able to cut them straight into your cardstock and do some paper piecing with these, you can. There's plenty of variety. That's your Japanese anemone. You've also got the romantic rose, which I think we both agree is probably one of the most beautiful rose dies that we've done. The tulips, again, absolutely stunning. Seen these paper pieced a few times in demos that we've seen recently. The butterflies, again, those cascading butterflies, absolutely stunning. There's the fairy. So that's the one that Debbie was just using on that last demonstration, that woodland fairy. And lastly is the Bonnie-Boo. They are all available for you today with that £15, almost $20 discount. Platinum members get another 20% off, so that is £35.96 or $46.60. If you want to go individually, you can. They're also available to you on a 2 for £17 or 2 for $24 deal. Comments just coming through about that last demo. Mary Rena just saying, what a lovely card, Debbie. And Lorna Fernandez on Facebook saying, beautiful card, Debbie. Keep those comments coming through. Keep the questions coming through as well. If there's anything that you want to ask over the course of Wake Up Call, we are here and waiting for your comments. Right now, we are just getting set for the second half of the show where we're going to be chatting to Becky with brand new goodies, of course, as well. We're launching those brand new festive multimedia dies, and we'll do that for you in just a few moments' time. If you've got stuff in your carts, head to the checkout and we'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours. I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Noel, Noel. Is it bad luck, is it?
It's bad luck to sing Christmas carols before Christmas, apparently.
Is it?
I don't know. That's what I've heard. But I think we should just sing anyway. You've got a lovely voice, Ben. You should just sing.
Thanks. I'm only singing because we've got... Because you've got... Well, surely if it's bad luck to sing Christmas songs, then is it not bad luck to be like crafting Christmas? Hopefully not, because that's what we're doing for the next month.
It might be a really short day.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, we're here for a preview of Softer Side, which is coming up in a couple of hours' time, where we're launching the brand new multi-craft applique die collection, 57 dies in total. And you can make your own little Christmas decorations and projects this year, which I just think is absolutely fantastic. That's the reason why I was singing Noel, 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 Noel. Because look at that, how cute. You've got all of the characters from the nativity in there, popped onto those little stars, which I just think is so super cute. And as we found out earlier on, we've got Balthazar.
One called Melchior.
Melchior and Caspar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and you've got obviously Mary and Joseph and the
wee donkey.
And the wee donkey. No, there's Jesus, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's just one idea of little things that you can make. I also must just show you this here, which is super cute, and I'll show you the full collection. How cute is that table runner?
It's lovely, isn't it?
I love that, because you've got your nativity characters, but then you've got some like festive little cuties as well, haven't you?
Yeah, perfect.
Look at that. You've got little Robin. You've got your sheep/polar bear. You've got the reindeer. What else have you got?
Festive owl. We were.
Yes. Festive owl, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Ooh. And then you've got your festive penguin there too. I'll just show you the rest of the characters that we've got on the boards here. The great thing is, of course, is that you've got all of the dies there to be able to recreate projects like this and just sort of go wherever your imagination takes you. And the fact that they're multimedia dies means that, yes, if you are a soft crafter, you're obviously going to be making projects, you know, just like we're showing you here and more. However, if you're a paper crafter, you absolutely need to go for these as well, because you've got the ability to use them in your paper craft. 3 different collections, which if you want to go for individually, you can do. This one is the collection with the nativity characters. So you've got the star dies, and then you've got all of the dies there to be able to build up all of the different characters for the nativity. Then you've got the festive friends here. So again, the thing is with this, right, is the fact that you've got all of the different shapes. I mean, you could pretty much make whatever animal you want.
Yeah, totally. And if you also have some of our other applique animal shapes, you could make even more.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we've gone for reindeer, owl, mouse, polar bear, penguin, and robin in our little set there. And then lastly, in this big bundle collection, you've got your sort of traditional Christmas characters. So Father Christmas, you've got Mrs. Christmas, you've got the 2 little helper elves, you've got a snowman, and you've got the gingerbread man there as well. Loads of you have already jumped in and bought this. Producer Jamie was telling me earlier on, and I'm sure that lots of you will continue to shop. £49.59 platinum, or $63.16. You've got a few more finished samples over there.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, so a little bag, which is quite sweet.
Cute.
You know, you could do all sorts of different things with these. This, I think, is really lovely, which is some bunting that's being made, sort of Christmassy bunting. But you could pop this not just like a dresser or something like that. But actually on your Christmas tree would look really nice.
Yeah, it would.
As well. Then we also showed you earlier on, we had little towels, so you could do your guest towels for Christmas with some of these sort of festive animals on there. Showing you the back of the towel, which is pretty pointless. But if I show you that side, you can see the other sort of festive shapes we've got on there. And then this was the real sort of showstopper, wasn't it? This is really beautiful. So this is the advent calendar that we've got here. So using all of those different friends, the nativity, key sort of characters from your sort of Christmas designs to make this really lovely advent calendar. And they're just sort of sewn just onto the front, and then you've got a little space just to pop a little chocolate or a little gift just inside there. So really, really versatile. And as Ben said, they are multimedia dies, so you could buy these, you could make your gifts, and you could also use them for your card making as well for Christmas, or make them into little gift tags to put on your presents, that kind of thing. So there's lots and lots of things you can do with that.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
good.
Even little decorations for your crackers, maybe little table settings. I love the idea of the little bunting as well, because I think it's nice, isn't it, to get crafting with the kids, maybe make some little decorations for their room, maybe at Christmas time, and of course they will have so much fun crafting with these as well. We've got some lovely felt bundle on the show for you as well, which again might be something you might want to pop into your basket to get crafting with these. I remember when I was a kid, fuzzy felt.
Yeah.
How much fun it was like crafting with that, just having all the different pieces and building up the little scenes.
Yeah.
Like the kids would love doing that.
You could easily do that. Make all of these, make them in a gift, make a little bag or make a box and put them and give them a totally handmade gift for Christmas, couldn't you?
Fantastic. This is the brand new collection. A lot of people as well are going for this here. What's the what is it?
Build a block of the week.
Didn't quite get the full. We'll have to do it again. The full effect. So this is what is this?
Build a block of the week.
It's the builder block of the week. It's the alphabet and numbers collection. So you know how great our builder blocks are. Time saving, precision, and allowing you to be able to build these different size blocks. These are amazing. The thing I fell for when I first saw these is I thought that you actually get the dies in that shape to be able to build. You don't. You've got all the instructions and all of the individual shapes to build those, plus build more, I suppose.
Yeah. There's other shapes you can do in there. So you can do hearts, you can do trees, flowers, all sorts of different things. But yeah, they're just made out of squares and triangles. So we've got them in different sizes, so you can make different size letters. So the going up from 6-inch blocks to 12-inch blocks. So you can really sort of adapt these into using them for all sorts of different things. I mean, they would look great as a sort of border around the edge of a bigger quilt with letters of the alphabet all around there, but really, really versatile. And if you look at those sort of shapes at the very front of there, you can see they're all going to be shapes you're going to be able to use quite often in other parts of your sort of patchworking, because they're going to be sort of key shapes, key sort of images that you can adapt to make different kinds of pictures as well.
Yeah, and bear in mind, it's normally £70 or $90. However, today you're saving £35 or $44.98. Platinum is $27.99 or $35.98. That is an unbelievable price. And that is why this builder block is the...
Builder block of the week.
I think that's one of my new favourite things that we do here now. I really, really enjoy that. I'm never going to get bored of it. So yeah, pop it in your basket alongside your new collection, and you are quids in. Right, let's get back to the brand new dies. What are you able to show us with these? By the way, if you've got any questions over the course of this sort of next 50 minutes or so that you want to ask about this set, maybe about Softcraft in general, maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, I've never really seen a softer side before. I like the idea of these multimedia dies, and you want to ask any questions pertaining to Softcraft, feel free to ask them, because Becky is our expert, and if she doesn't know the answer, then nobody will.
I'm sure everybody will know the answer.
Ah.
I don't know, but thanks. I'll
you're
take
welcome.
that anyway. So when you get these little dies, and they are brilliant, because you're going to be getting lots and lots of dies in here. So don't be restricted just by the images that you see on the front, because you'll be able to adapt these. And as I say, we've also got some of the animal multimedia dies that we've had on the show before. So you'll be able to see that you can use these in different ways. So if you open them up, haven't got everything out of them. I see I've been using these so much, they've all sort of the stickies come off them. So you've got the key shapes for this one, are particularly this sort of large square.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's not a square.
I don't know my word.
It's
Star.
It's a star.
I need one of those, you know those block things for a child where they've got those little shapes. And you have
Shapes
to,
put
yeah,
at the top.
that's what I need, one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know my shapes. It's very bad, very embarrassing. So you'll see that these are a multimedia dies because they're much thicker than our normal papercraft dies, and they're this kind of gold colour, so they're quite sturdy.
Yeah.
And these are going to cut through multiple layers of ordinary cotton fabric. They normally cut through, I can generally do 3, possibly 4 layers of felt, depending on the type of felt that you're using. But the felt that we've got on the show today, about 3 or 4 layers, it cuts through fine. Now, it does make an awful noise when it goes through the machine when it's cutting felt, so don't be concerned. It just makes a lot of crackling noises.
Oh, right, okay.
But we'll do that a little bit later on. So you'll see that you've got all those different shapes in order to make the sort of people, the characters on this particular pack here. As with all of these, you'll get your little booklet which shows you what everything is called, so all the different pieces and what you use them for. And they are interchangeable. You'll find in some of them you've got lots of sort of circles which are used for eyes or pom-poms and that sort of thing. But actually they're really useful sort of across the board if you want to sort of change things up with what you're putting together. And then it gives you effectively an instruction as to how to build up each one of these little images, so you can see how they put together. Now we do, in this particular one, we don't give you tiny, tiny dots to cut out of the felt. So we've sort of recommended that you either use a little bead or a little bit of embroidery in order to finish off the eyes. But you can see they're very, very simple and easy to use. So we're going to run a few through the Gemini, first of all. I think I've got your felt over here. I won't throw it at you because, because that's what I did to Becky and I frightened her.
Are you really, what?
I had her felt over here. Well, she didn't have any felt, so I lent her my felt and I threw it at her and it made a lot of noise. And
the felt made a lot of noise?
I didn't throw it like a rugby football. I gently...
Were you being vicious in the studio?
I gently threw it at her. Sorry?
Were you being vicious in the studio?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. Well, honestly, I was just trying to help. So
I don't mind if you want to chuck it across the studio at me. It's good practice for my cricket match tomorrow. So.
No, I don't want to get into trouble again.
Okay.
I think everyone will tell me off again, so I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get in anyone's bad books. So I've got 2 layers of felt here, and I'm just going to tape these down. I'm not using my fabric plates because actually they work really well just using your ordinary. So you've got your metal shim, you've got the plastic shim, and your 2 clear plates on either side here. So I'll run that through the Gemini.
Bottom of the screen for your felt, just there. Well, that's good, isn't it? 6 sheets of your Vibrant Brights for just £3. £3.49 or $4.97.
Wow.
That seems a good price.
Yeah, that's a really good price. Definitely time to get that today.
Yeah, 50% off. You want to stock up, and that price, by the way, is the price before you get your discount in your Club Inspire. So another 70 pence comes off that.
That's a super bargain.
That is a super duper bargain.
Totally agree with you on that.
Gilmore just said, with my sleepy eyes, I could see Batman and Count Dracula in the Table Runner. Okay, we'll have another look at that in just a little bit. I'll be interested to know who you thought was Batman and who you thought was Dracula. And Sylvia Kay says, there's some funny messages coming today. Says, please can you make me a special donkey?
A special? Well, that's because... so if anyone's from the US, well, anyone that's not from the UK, it was Line of Duty, wasn't it, the TV show? And the character always said, when he was the main character, when he was flabbergasted about something, he'd say, Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. I can't say it in his Irish accent. And it just became a big thing, so people were saying it a lot. So when you say Mary and Joseph, I always think, and the wee donkey.
Right.
It's a little saying that he had.
I understand now.
See, there you just laughed. But anyway.
No, but it was funny that you just, because I thought you were being Craig.
I was being Craig.
Yeah, because that's the kind of thing he would say, isn't it? And the wee donkey. Aye.
You make him sound like, what's this, Billy Connolly?
Billy Connolly, aye.
You have hair like that. So we've cut a few bits and pieces out of the felt already. Now, quite cleverly, when you take apart this little piece here, so this bit here, this makes a really cool hat to go on the top of their the little sort of what are these? These are the wise men. And so I've already cut some of these shapes out. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to build up the image on here. But again, you can just mix and match them however you like.
I mean, you could pretty much do, Jamie, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted to do with these. You could put a beard on whatever you wanted to, or whoever you wanted to put a beard on. But that's the point, isn't it? Like we've given you examples of how you can create the different characters that we suggest. But if you know, have a creative mind and you see Batman or Count Dracula, for example, then you go ahead and create that. Worth bearing in mind too, thank you to Rachel, that if you do want to make a donkey, I think you could probably make a donkey from this set, because the polar bear / rabbit / mouse could be a donkey, but we've also got the animal dies. I'll show you in a bit, and you could definitely make a donkey from that set, because there's a rabbit who's got the big ears. That's donkey, by the way, sign language, donkey. I was doing a bit of sign language earlier.
Is that donkey?
I'm doing my lessons, yeah, donkey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So my daughter did sign language when she was supposed to be doing her A-levels when COVID happened, and they had to learn, they sort of said to them, you've got to learn something new, and so she learned sign language.
Yeah.
She did her first exam in sign language.
Oh, yeah?
But she really enjoyed doing it.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's good fun.
You're like Mr. Tumble now.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy. You sign. Happy. Yep.
I went to see him in a pantomime, and I don't remember the rest of it, but I just went to see him because I like Mr. Tumble. My children were too old. I went on my own.
I guess Mr. Tumble you don't have in the US, but he's a children's
he's brilliant.
entertainer. He's a children's TV entertainer. He's called Justin Fletcher, and his character is Mr. Tumble, and he teaches the children Makaton. And he talks like this. And he's got a spotty bag as well.
He's hilarious, isn't he? I think he's great.
Yeah.
So I'm just using some glue at the moment for this, but you could,
Words?
if you were going to not be using felt, later on I'll find my words. So
Yeah.
I think I left them in the green room.
In the green room, yeah.
It's because it's a new green room. It's all, it's
no.
all very exciting. I spent a lot of time in the green room today. So I've just used a little bit of glue on here, but you could sort of adhere everything just by stitching it together. So you can see a little bit of glue coming through here. That will dry clear. I won't be able to see that anymore once it's dried. Or if you're going to be using not felt, you're going to be using some other kind of fabric.
Yeah.
You could adhere some sort of bonder web or heat fusible bonding onto the back, and then cut out your shapes from your fabric afterwards, and then everything, you then be able to sort of iron it all on and it would all stick together. But actually this is fine. And this, by using the glue, this obviously makes it a really great activity to do with the kids, because as you say, you know, coming up to Christmas, you're going to be wanting for them to do some kind of sort of activity, and this is going to be a great thing for them to do because it's nice and easy. But I do love the whole idea of using them as you know, cutting all of these out and giving them a whole box of all of these for them to make their own shapes, their own people, their own characters. I think that's a really good idea. Pardon? And
see what they come up with.
Yeah, exactly.
Gilmore says, I love the Line of Duty. It's a great show.
It is a great show.
A mouse turning into a donkey. Now that's magic. You can create anything here, seriously. And Suzanne Dawn says, lots of you like coming up with ideas as to how you're going to use these. Suzanne says she would love to use these on a tree skirt.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Nice,
and we do have, just going to give you a little sneak peek, we do have some things coming up soon.
Oh, yeah?
I can't tell you exactly when.
Oh, can you tell us exactly what?
Christmassy stuff.
Right. Oh.
And something about the tree skirt.
Right.
So we've got some other things coming up in the next few weeks.
When?
I don't know. Oh gosh, you're so aggressive.
What?
When?
When?
When? Tell me.
Tell me when.
Right. So.
Hey, look at that.
So I need something for his eyes.
Yeah.
So I actually cut some eyes from someone else, some other pack, and I gave him crazy googly eyes.
Can we zoom in, please, a bit on that? I mean, he is, wow. Look at his eyes.
But all I've used there is a little tiny. He's looking at that one down there and thinking. He's thinking, aye, aye.
Hey! That is brilliant. I love those eyes.
So you can see how I put them together. I've just glued little beads into that circle. But these little tiny circles I cut out of felt here, show you what they look like here.
I really want those to be
And they're
googly
actually
eyes.
from one of the other packs.
Yeah.
So like I say, you can sort of mix and match and see what you want to do, or just to do a little bit of embroidery on there. Now what I've done is I've cut a piece of ribbon and I've just very quickly stitched that onto the back. What I will do is I would put this one on the back here.
Yeah.
And I would stitch around the outside, or I would glue that around the outside. So you've got a complete... You're taking the mickey out of my wise man.
No, it's just his eyes. His eyes are just really funny.
Well, he doesn't look like that.
A little bit. He looks a bit shocked. But then again, he's obviously just arrived at the manger, isn't he?
Exactly.
So he's obviously going to be a bit, he's going to be in wonder.
He probably looks better than that guy, doesn't he? Without anything at all.
Yeah.
I haven't even got any beads to give him some eyes, but a little bit of embroidery with a couple of sort of French knots here would be absolutely fine to finish him off. And then you could, where's that little bag? So if I show you some of the other decorations that we've done, for example, this one, he's been padded, so he's been filled. So we've had two of these little squares. God, I don't know my shapes.
Stars.
This is like really fundamental error employing me when I don't know my shapes.
Error.
So you can see this one, we've just stitched around the outside with blanket stitch, and we stuffed this one here, so you've got a kind of 3D type of image, whereas this one here has just been glued together. So this has been a little bit of, I can't even think what that is. That's that kind of sort of gluey foam kind of stuff that comes out. I can't think what it's called.
Gluey foam?
You know, it's like, it'll come to me. I can't think what it's called. It's like, it comes out a little bit like glue, but it dries sort of solid, so you can get that as it comes in a little pot and you squeeze it. That will come to me. But that's just been decorated that way, but you could, of course, embroider it. And then these ones have just been done, you can see with these little eyes, we've just done a little bit of some French knots here, and they've just been glued together, but you can stitch them around the outside. So they're really, really versatile.
Styrofoam.
No, it's not styrofoam.
Gluey foam.
Who? What?
Gluey foam.
No. No, it's like, oh, I can't think what it's called. Have we got any? I'm sure we've got some. It's like a glue gel, but it dries. It comes in different colours, so you can use it for decorating.
Oh, kind of like icing.
Yeah, like icing. But this isn't edible because
no,
it's made of felt.
No.
But actually, you know, great for perhaps if you're going to be making some cookies for Christmas. You want to, you know, sort of, you're going to make some gingerbread cookies and you use the gingerbread one. You could then use this as your little decoration to go on the boxes,
like
which would make it all work really well. So to finish this one off, I would just stitch around the outside or give it a bit of a glue just to finish it. But you can see how quick and easy they are to do. I cut 2 layers of felt when I was cutting all of these, and I just sort of gave myself a little bit of stash to work on because it was easier doing that rather than just running them through one at a time.
I really love this set. There's just so much joy in like creating all these different characters.
It's pretty, isn't it? And I think you can have a really, you know, there's something there for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a kind of nativity image, there you've got those there. But if you want something that's sort of more sort of like festive and funny and, you know, sort of better for, I don't know, maybe you want something that's not particularly religious, you've got bits and pieces in there for them as well.
Mary Rena says liquid pearls.
That's a jobby.
That's the jobby.
That's the jobby.
That's the jobby.
Yeah.
Lots of you laughing at the funny eyes. Mary says, I love those googly eyes, Becky. Sensational Sky. That's Jotty, hello. Says, I'm going to make that for my niece. And Mary says, you could make a nice little wall hanging with these two. You could. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with this set. Just very quickly recap on all the characters that you're going to get. You can buy the sets individually if you want to do that. However, the main value for money is to go for the full bundle. You've got the nativity characters there, of course. So Mary and Joseph and Jesus
And the wee donkey.
The wee donkey. And then you've got your...
No, you need to say it with an Irish accent, not like Billy Colony.
Oh.
You know who I mean.
You've got Balthazar, Caspar and Melchior as well. So glad we learnt the names of all of those. Then you've got the set here, which is going to allow you to create all of those cute characters. This one is actually called your festive animals. So again, depends like where your mind takes you here, but we've created an owl, reindeer, mouse / polar bear. No, well, that is a polar bear. Mouse, penguin, robin. And then in this collection, which is entitled your Festive Friends, you've got Father Christmas, you've got Mary Christmas, you've got the two little elves, and then you've got the snowman and the gingerbread man too. I'm just very interested. I'll just show you the table runner again, which we had. I want to know how Gilmore saw Batman.
Oh, I can see it in the far right.
Far right.
The top. Yeah, that looks like Batman from here. I can see that.
What, there? That
Yeah,
up
the
there?
one on the red, yeah.
Where? Which one?
No, on the other side. That's it, stop. Batman. That one.
What, the owl?
Yeah.
The upside down owl?
Yeah. But if you look from far away, you can, it does, it looks, from here, I can see it looks like Batman.
I'm Batman. And where's Count Dracula then?
Oh, maybe that one's Count Dracula. Which one's Batman then? I don't know.
I have no idea. But anyway, you can have a lot of fun with these. You can have a lot of fun. Talking about a lot of fun, something you might want to pair these up with, not only that felt bundle, which I think is an absolutely amazing deal, is the lovely selection of Christmas fabrics that we've got for you too. So let's get you the details up on these. So Gingerbread Lane is the first up. So, I mean, again, how gorgeous are these? Really, really beautiful designs for your Christmas. Again, maybe you want to be able to create Christmas decorations, little table settings. I don't know if you'd be able to get enough. I'd quite like a pair of Christmas pyjamas made out of these. Is that doable, do you think? Or?
No, I'm not making you pyjamas.
No?
I mean, I'm all right making you a cravat.
The cravat would be good.
I'm not doing your whole wardrobe. I'm not your personal tailor.
Aren't you?
I'm not your personal tailor.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they would make really nice pyjamas.
Yeah, they would.
For someone else.
For someone else, yeah. You've then got your gingerbread shape. So you've got the gingerbread man, the Christmas tree. There's a little snowman, a gingerbread house. These, again, priced on the screen, you can buy by the half metre. Always prove very popular to our new fabrics. So that one's rather cute. The star bunting. I mean, again, this one, obviously, paired it up with some of the other fabrics that we're just showing you here, will work absolutely beautifully. But I think, whilst maybe the gingerbread houses are definitely sort of Christmas skewed, this one I think you could potentially use on lots of projects year round. $4.31 or $5.08 for the half metre. Next one is your cookies, Christmas cookies. Oh, cookies.
We don't have very many treats left in the...
Over there?
Yeah.
No, they're gone, haven't they?
Yeah.
Or the no, not Christmas at all. That was chocolate, wasn't it? Yeah. Did you get your box?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Have you finished it?
No, I've left it here because I didn't want to take it home when I'm going on the train because it would get squished. So I have to wait till next time I'm driving up to take it home. And also I don't want to take it home because my children will eat it.
That's, yeah.
So.
Yeah, to be fair, I did exactly the same. I took mine home and Daisy ate most of the goodies that I had, but never mind. The last is your Christmas hearts here as well, £4.31, $5.08. If you like any of the fabrics that you've just seen there, get in quickly because our fabric does tend to sell out very, very quickly indeed. Now, if you're loving the idea of being able to create your own characters, obviously we've shown you the brand new stars with the Christmas characters. These here are super cute because they're your animal characters, applique dies. So it comes as a whole bundle, 63 dies in total. You've got your animal friends at the zoo and your farm friends. So whoever it was asking earlier on about the donkey, this is where potentially, I suppose, if you're a little bit creative, you could create, well, again, whichever animal you wanted to create. So this is the animal friends. In here, we got frog, rabbit, fox.
Cat.
Fox or cat. Dog. Unicorn.
Mouse.
Mouse?
Yeah, I reckon.
Good.
Because you could use the rabbit, change his fluffy tail, make his ears drip down, and he'll look like a bit like a donkey.
That's what I mean. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to necessarily make his ears droop, because sometimes they have them up.
Well, I think maybe one
floppy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next are your zoo. Are they called zoo friends? Oh, at the zoo. So, tiger. This is a collection. So this is just transporting me back to the old studios. It's not the same collection, but the giraffe. The giraffe here we had very similar in a dye collection, and Craig thought the giraffe was a crocodile, and all the way through his demo he was like referring it as a crocodile. I was like, it's definitely not a crocodile, that's a giraffe. He's like, no, it's a crocodile. I was like, no, it's definitely a giraffe, but you could probably make that into a crocodile if you wish. You've got your elephant, you've got your panda, you've got your monkey, and then you've got your lion. This is really lovely, this set. And then your farm friends. Here we go. Farm friends. Oh, so what
donkey.
You could... Huh?
Donkey.
There isn't. That's a horse.
Well, what's the difference between a donkey and a horse? Different ears.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You could just...
But what you could do, take the ears off the hair and stick them on the donkey. On the horse. Then you've got a donkey. Pig.
Rude.
Dog.
Yes.
Dog. Cow. Bull. Bull.
Bull, yeah.
Bull. I told you, didn't I? I saved Laura. My wife's got a thing about cows, because cows here are quite dangerous in this country.
I can't believe that fact that you told me.
Yeah, they're very dangerous. Cows are like, they
kill 74
people a year in the UK. No, they are dangerous, and we took the dogs on a walk the other day, on a lead obviously, and then we had to get through this one field, and we hadn't seen that there were cows in it, and there was loads of cows and like quite young and inquisitive, and then we couldn't see the dogs, and she was like, oh, I can't go through it.
Did Laura know that fact before she went for a walk?
No, but
she's not going for a walk again, is she?
No, but I got a branch stand off the tree, and I was like, hiya, stay away, hoya, 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 and they were like that, ooh, ooh, I was like, oh, hoya, hoya. And then we managed to get through the field, and they sort of backed off. And she's like, "Oh, my hero!" Yeah, just like the old days it was. Oh, ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got a sheep in there, or a lamb as well. That's a brilliant buy, by the way. £28.78. That's amazing. Or £32.30 if you want to jump in and grab this collection. Right, we are going to take a short break now, and we'll come back in just a few moments' time with more great demos, answering more of your questions. So head to the checkouts, and we'll come right back.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time. So your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome back. Just been educating the team on. There we go. No, you should just do all the animal noises now, because Cindy's going, oh, Ben's learning all of his animals. Like, oh, you should do all the noises of the animals when you come back. So we're just playing a game of guess the animal noise.
Good.
Thank you.
I have to open that out to all the viewers later
Maybe
on.
as you start demoing, we'll maybe throw in some impressions.
Okay. Right.
Seeing animals tomorrow at Woburn Safari Park, says Sensational Sky. And Sensational Sky also saying, I think Ben should make that into a waistcoat, the owl, the applique sample with the owl on. Oh yeah, I mean, do you know what I think would look quite nice actually? A waistcoat with, a few of these animals on, I think would look quite...
I can do that for you. I'm
Could
just
you?
not making you pyjamas, yeah.
Oh, maybe, if I bring you like a...
For Christmas,
Yeah.
everyone has a Christmassy waistcoat. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I wanted something to do while I was on holiday next week.
You are welcome. Should we have a look at some of these applique animals
Yes.
on projects?
Yes, so this is...
Ice cream man's just arrived. Always arrives on a Friday.
That was
Right about
really
this
weird.
time.
So we've got a little cushion here with a few animals. I don't know what they're called, but they're not called Sam. But you can see you've got your wee donkey, your horse here, and your little your little what's that called? A lammy thing. Now, if I find a shape, one of those stars. You could see, this is the star that we have. So you could put one of their faces on there. You wouldn't be able to fit the whole body because they're quite a lot bigger. But there's sort of lots of different options you could do. So you could not just use these for sort of Christmassy things, you could use them for all sorts of different things. So these are your animals here. So that's a cushion. Then we've got this really pretty little wall hanging as well with all those sort of...
I love that.
At the zoo images as well, so great for a child's bedroom. And then you can also incorporate them into sort of larger projects. So we've got this enormous quilt here, which I'll hold up so you can see. On different panels, we've put those little animals on there as well.
Cute.
So lots of options to do with this. And of course, because they are your multimedia
Should we hold that all the way up?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just think it's worth... That's really cute. I love that.
So you can, of course, do all of your... use them for card making as well.
That's so super
It's nice,
cute.
isn't it? And really quick and easy to do. They're not difficult to do at all.
Do you know what? I love the fact, because obviously the characters are quite cute and quirky.
Yeah.
Don't they work beautifully with like more sort of sensible fabric, if you like?
Yeah, more sensible
More
fabric.
you know what I mean? No?
Yeah, they totally do. They really do. They're really pretty.
Gorgeous.
So lots and lots of things you can do with these.
Yeah.
So the ones I'm using at the moment, I'm going to use the At the Zoo. The panda is my absolute favourite because I think it's so cute. But also my niece is obsessed with pandas, and she always has been. So whenever I look at an animal and I think about I've got an option to do a panda, I always choose that one.
Yeah.
And I say that like my niece is really little, but she's not. She's quite old.
Oh, as in...
Oh, she's in her late 30s.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she was like 11 or something.
No, so this is the niece that's getting married, and she's asked me to sort of help her with the wedding. And she was saying, oh, because you're like a mum to me. And I was
Is
like...
that the one where you're singing?
Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. No, I'm not doing it anymore. I was going to, they've changed the theme, so I don't need to do that anymore.
What, from a singing wedding to a not singing wedding?
I was going to sing it. I can't really give many details because our husband didn't know about it. You never know, it might change. But I was going to do a bit of singing on there, but I'm no longer needed, which is fine because I can actually sort of concentrate on the actual wedding and helping organise it. But she said to me, oh, because you're like my mother, because my sister passed away when my niece was quite young.
Yeah.
And I was like, cheeky, I'm only 8 years older than you, so I'm just like a slightly older sister.
Yeah.
But not like a mother. Not like a mother at all. No.
Are you making garments and things like that then? Or?
No, no, I'm just turning up.
Right.
I'm turning up, I'm holding flowers, I'm doing things like that. Nothing too onerous. So I'm just pulling together all of the different shapes, because I was conscious then that I was just going along and not actually telling you what I was doing. So in the little booklet that you'll get, so same as the Christmas ones, you get a little booklet which shows you all the different pieces you're going to be getting inside this pack. But of course, do remember you can mix and match these with each other. And then there's like a little recipe for you to make your animals.
Oh, yes.
So it shows you how to put those together and the different shapes that you need. So we're going to be following this one for the little panda here. Now what I've done is I've used cotton fabric already, rather than using felt, because I want to put it on a cotton garment.
Okay.
And I've already ironed some Bondaweb onto the back. Now Bondaweb is a kind of I don't know what you'd call it. It's a kind of adhesive that comes in a roll or in a pack, and it's sort of papery. So one side has this greaseproof paper over the top, and one side looks sort of slightly sticky. And you basically put the fabric, the Bondaweb, on the back of the fabric, and you iron it. So you're ironing on this greaseproof paper section, and then you cut out your shape, and then you peel this off. And then you pop it back on the fabric you want it to stick to, and then you iron it. And basically the heat will then sort of melt the glue, which is in between those two pieces of fabric. So that's the best way of putting these together when you're using cotton. Obviously with felt you can use glue, but these are quite good to stop the things from framing.
Is that then still washable if you use a Bondaweb?
Yeah, it is. So I've done that with the white and the black. So I'm just going to cut this out. I might cut two heads out. So I'll put those together. So that's for his body, that's for his face, and then I'm going to do a little heart in the pink for his tummy.
What Gilmore's just said, I'm obsessed with pandas and I'm older than your niece, Becky.
Oh, that's all right.
What's everyone's favourite animal who's watching today? Let us know.
What's your favourite animal?
I would say now probably the animals that you can have as pets is dog.
Yeah.
Definitely dogs.
If you have any animal, you know, I remember there being a pet shop near where I lived, and they had a monkey.
What?
There. Yeah. It wasn't.
What, for sale, or that lived in the shop?
No, I think it had been for sale years and years ago, before sort of, I'm not that old that, you know, you could buy, so, like, you know, when people could go and buy a lion in Harrods, you know, in the 1960s.
What?
Did you not know that?
What?
Yeah. There's a book and a film. It's called Christian the Lion. There were two guys in the 1960s, and they purchased a lion cub from Harrods.
Well, did they purposely go there to buy a lion?
I don't know if they'd done their shopping list and thought eggs, bacon, and a lion. I'm not really sure it was quite like that. But they bought this lion, and they lived in, gosh, where did they live? I think they lived in Kensington. With this lion cub, and they had permission from a local church to exercise the lion cub in the church, in like the church gardens. And eventually, obviously, I mean, Google it. There are pictures of these two guys driving around in their convertible in London with a lion cub in the back.
Christian the Lion?
Christian the Lion. Well, they eventually took it to not safari park, but to Africa, somewhere in Africa, to release it. They were quite concerned that it wouldn't sort of integrate, and it did. And they went back a few years later, and he remembered them. And it's really quite moving. If you watch, it's making me cry now just thinking about it. You watch it, and the lion remembers them. Oh, it's horrible. Google it. It's
1971 film. Christian the Lion.
Yeah.
It was later introduced to the African wild by conservationist George Adamson.
So yeah, I mean, I think that was a time when you could buy anything from Harrods, couldn't you? You could buy, at one point, you could buy illegal, well, now illegal drugs in Harrods, couldn't you? You know, just sort of, whilst you're buying your washing powder, you could also pick up a few other bits and pieces.
I mean, that's a really different shopping basket, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it is. A very different world, I think, is how it used to be.
Wow, well, I've never heard that. I mean, I kind of thought that you could probably get most things from...
In the break, you must watch the video, because honestly, there are times when I feel a little bit, I think at times when we all feel a little bit sad, that is one of the videos I watch to cheer me up.
Christian the Lion?
Christian the Lion. Just the very end, the last sort of couple of minutes.
Ah, but you said it was sad.
It's sad and happy in equal parts, I reckon.
Okay, well, maybe I will.
Watch it in the break.
Yeah.
So I've already cut a few bits and pieces out already. So this is his body, this is his face, and I've already put the little bits and pieces of his face together. Now with this one, I've already cut out the little circles for his eyes, but I would put, I think I'd probably put another little bead in here when I was sort of finishing it off. And his legs, sort of feet go like this. And he needs a little heart for his tummy.
Aww.
And then he needs his little ears, like so. So these have all been, you can see him like that. So these have all been put on using Bonder web.
Yeah.
So all I need to do now is find a pokey tool, which I can never find. Pokey tool. And what I will need to do is I need to peel off this sort of paper backing here. So I tend to sort of give it a little bit of a fold over at the edge, and you just peel off the backing. And then this piece here, it isn't tacky, but you can feel that there is something on the back of that. And when I put some heat on it, it will then sort of melt that glue, and then it will stick together.
Gotcha.
So what I'm going to do is I've already created a little child's apron.
Oh,
so I thought this would be quite a nice thing to do for a child to have their own personalised apron.
Yeah.
So I've already cut out the apron, and I've finished it off around the edge. So it's only quite small. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the panda just in this piece here. So it was a very simple design. We've just got a few straps at the side. We've got a strap at the top. And the way I cut it out, I just cut it in half. I folded up the fabric, and I just traced along a shape like that would work. So this is for a toddler, really, this kind of apron.
That's made me go a bit funny now, because I remember when, I mean, she still bakes and cooks and whatnot now, but when Daisy was little, she used to have her own little apron, little pink, it was like a pink and white checked apron that she used to put on, probably about that size, and she had a little toque, a little chef's hat.
Oh.
And she always used to put that on whenever we used to do any baking at home.
Does she bake now?
Oh, yeah, she does. She's brilliant, because you literally can just sort of leave her on her own now, because she knows exactly what she's doing, what she's making. I mean, you have to go in there afterwards, after she's been in there, because she makes a right old mess. She doesn't kind of clean up as she goes along. You know?
No, well, they don't, though, do they?
No, she's very, very creative. That's what she says. I'm creative, you know, so I leave a mess.
I used to say that to my parents.
What?
No, so why can't your room be tidy? I was like, I'm a creative person. You're stifling my creativity.
Yeah.
And I just use that. I also use that as an excuse why I didn't do any revision for my exams.
Yeah.
It didn't really work.
Tracy just said, I love these animals in the Christmas set. They are just so adorable and would be lovely for bags and children. They really would. I just think they suit so many different things. Sandra, lady after my own heart here, as I was going to say, outside of like animals that you can keep at home, koalas for me. And Sandra says, I love koalas. I just call them koala bears, but I would not want a real one though. My real love is Monkey World in Dorset.
I've been there. That was great.
She says, I love what Dr. Alison Cronin does there. I love Bart. Remember him as a tot. I need to look that up.
I've been to Monkey World a few times over the years, but not for a long
Is it
time.
big?
Yeah, it was really good. But I do remember there was... we went with some friends and they had a newborn, well, sort of toddlery kind of thing, you know, toddlery kind of thing.
A newborn, like a toddlery, one of those toddlery things.
Yeah, it was a small one, and
the
gorillas didn't like her, and like they were sort of running at the glass and sort of hitting it, and we don't know whether
the toddler was there.
Yeah, and they just took a real dislike to her.
No.
So I don't really know what that was all about.
What did the toddler do?
Cried.
I'm not surprised.
And then we were
I'd
like,
cry.
I think we all sort of decided we were going to move out of the way quite quickly because you sort of get a bit don't like things like that. So I'm just getting everything lined up, and then I'm going to use my iron. I'm just going to be really, really careful putting that all together.
I'm glad you're showing the animal appliques, says Rosalind. I wanted to know the sizes. She also says, just call me Dr. Dolittle. I like most animals except reptiles.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not keen on a reptile.
Yeah, not so fussed. I don't mind. I say I'm not. I mean, I don't. No, actually, I do like reptiles because I don't mind snakes. Lizards, I think, are cute. I love the cute little, the tiny little lizards that you see when you go on holiday,
Like
the
a
little
gecko.
geckos. I think they're super cute. It's more spiders with me that I don't really.
Oh, I don't like spiders either.
Really like the bit. I mean, I can cope with the little ones that you can catch at home and put out, but like the big ones that you see people.
The ones that make
pictures of.
noises I don't like.
Pardon?
The ones that make noises?
Spiders that make a noise?
Yeah.
Like what sort of noise?
When you can hear them walking along, that's when you think, I don't think a cup's going to be sufficient in my
That's not
atmosphere.
You haven't heard that in this country, have you?
Yes.
Spot.
Come to my house.
They wear tap dancing shoes or something.
Yeah, I mean, quite often you get, the odd one and you can hear it.
Where? What on what though?
On
the roof?
Well, not on carpet, but on like a tiled floor, a wooden floor.
Oh, that's sensitive
Yeah, it's
down the
horrible.
spine.
And I think ones where you can see the hairs on their legs and there's there you go. So we've got our little apron finished off with our little bit of a applique on there. And so obviously you could do lots more on there, maybe put a pocket on there, but really good sort of quick gift for a child, just to personalise it and make it their own.
Rachel's just said, I'm sure that you could sort out Becky's spider problem. #Jimmy. Do you know the story of Jimmy?
No?
So Jimmy was this, when I used to live in the house before I moved up here,
Yeah.
Jimmy was the spider who lived in the house.
There's a spider that lives in the house?
There isn't anymore.
Okay.
Because one night I was sat at I don't know if it's changing there now, I was sat at the table eating my dinner. I'm signing as I go. And I just, do you know when you see at the corner of your eye,
Yeah.
and he was a big spider and he was running. I couldn't hear him, but I saw him. He was running like that, not like that, like that. And what do you do in that instance? Because he was coming right at me. I'd taken my shoes off. I grabbed my shoe and that was it. And Debbie was very upset because she was saying to me a few days later on the show, she said, "Oh, there's a spider in the house. I'm not seen him for ages. I call him Jimmy." And I was like, there might be a little story about Jimmy. But it was fine because then a few weeks later, another big one appeared, and apparently that was Jimmy's, was it Jimmy's dad or Jimmy's brother or something? I'm not quite sure.
But I think isn't there a rumour that each house has 15,000 spiders?
Right, you shush now. Shush. I don't want to hear that.
Everywhere.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. Mine's a new build, so there can't be that many spiders in a new build, surely. I paid for the extra, make sure you come around and check for all the spiders thing before they, yeah. Charlotte, you live near a field. All right. More likely to be rats, surely. Right, let's do the demo of the shoe. So get your votes in here. So we'll have 2 from Debbie and 2 from Becky. So this is card number 1, using the Grande Swirl edgeables that we had earlier on. So that is number 1. Number 2, oh hello. Number 2, using the modern edgeables, is that gorgeous effort there from Debbie as well with the fairies. That's 2, and then you've got the other 2 over there.
I have a little decoration, or it could be an earring, depending on how you want to do it, like a little earring like this. So that's one of the new applique dies, Christmassy applique dies. And then I have my little child's apron with my appliqued panda on the top.
1, 2, 3 or 4. You've got about 3 minutes to get your votes in on that one. Lots of love for the panda coming in. Lots of you saying how much you love this collection too. Rosalind says, Becky, that sounds like some big spiders that you have in your house. Something else which you might want to get your hands on. By the way, that price for the animals I just think is phenomenal. Talking of phenomenal as well, your patchwork dies. We've got a collection for you here, 13 in total. You've got your Dresden, you've got your orange peel, and you have the apple core within this set. Once again, these are multimedia dies, so they're going to allow you to cut through a whole different selection of materials, usually £85 or over $100. You can pick these up today at £32 or $41.20. This one here is your Dresden. So again, you've got a whole host of different shapes in there for creating beautiful finished projects just like this. So you'll see all the different sizes that you've got there, and full instructions, of course, included. Then you've got your orange peel again, just a bit of an idea of some of the things, some of the designs that you can create with these. And then lastly in this set is the apple core. So again, different sizes, and again, different ideas that you can create with these. I would say once again that if you are kind of perhaps getting back into soft craft and you want something which is quick, which is easy, which is kind of faff-free, if you get sort of bored with all of the measurements and the cutting and that side of things, that's why these dies are absolutely perfect, because they get you onto the fun stuff a lot quicker. And like we said, they're multimedia dies as well, so you can use these with a whole host of different materials. A 50% saving on these today, saving $44.97 or $58.35. And let's also, just before we get the results for the winner of the show, show you the brand new dies, which we are launching officially at 2 o'clock, so in an hour's time. Although having said that, loads of you have already taken advantage of this deal. It is flying out the door like Father Christmas on his sleigh. It's the Multi-Craft Appliqué Star Die Collection, 57 in total. Just allowing you to create some really fun Christmas characters, whether you are going to be using these on things like your table runners, whether you're going to be popping them on top of presents potentially, making, as we saw a little bit earlier on, your own little advent calendars this year, decoration, bunting around the home. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do, and the fact that you've got all different styles of Christmas here. So you've got Father Christmas and Mrs. Christmas with all of his helpers from the North Pole in this set. Then you've got all of your festive animals as well, and like we've talked about, you've got so many different shapes in here. I think that we've obviously offered you up, and we show you in the instructions how to make all of these different characters, but potentially you might find some different ones to make with that set. And then you've got your nativity as well, which I think is super cute. So the three kings, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
And the wee donkey.
And the wee
That's
donkey.
a terrible accent.
£49.59 is the platinum price for this set. Brand new, grab it today. If you want to go for the individuals, by the way, at $63.16 for the full bundle, you can go for the sets individually, should you wish to. Ooh. What do you want to do? Should we have a look? Do you want I've got the result, or do you want to do the vote?
Or, as the spiders in my house would do.
I can't do that noise. It's close between 1 and 4.
I think 1's particularly good. I do like number 1.
1 is good. But 4 is better.
Woohoo! Oh, that's very exciting.
You've won.
I know. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the apron.
Yeah.
The panda.
Excellent. Yeah. Brilliant. I can't wear it.
No.
Because I'm not a child, but
you could probably get it.
It's not quite big enough.
Quite go. No, but it's a winner nonetheless. So well done. We'll pop that up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame a little bit later on. And we're going to be doing more in softer side with those dies as well, aren't we? What else have you got lined up for us?
I've got a gift bag. What else have I got? I've got a cutlery pocket that I'm going to do, so sort of decorating your Christmas table. And I've also got a pencil case as well that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be doing something with the Build a Block of the Week as well.
With the what?
Build a Block of the Week.
So we shall very much look forward to all of that. And then, of course, a little bit later on, we have got the masterclass with all things edgeables. So I think we touched on a few of those over the course of this show, but you'll see a lot more with that range from 6 o'clock this evening. That is 1 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget as well, on the website right now, we've got our summer season sale, so you'll find loads of great deals there still. Worth checking those out. If you haven't looked recently, do have a look, because we are updating the deals on that right through until the last day. So chances are there'll be items there that you won't have seen before, and indeed we are adding more, I know, over the course of the next few days as well, 60% off, but if you do look hard enough and you're quick enough, you will be able to see deals of up to 70%, 75%
Wow.
off. That is wow, isn't it?
Yeah, I might have to go and have a look, actually.
You have to be quick though, because we're back
Yeah.
on again in an hour.
Yeah. Speed eat my jacket potato whilst ordering things.
Yeah.
I'm female, I can multitask.
Huh? What's that?
I'm female, I can multitask.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry, yeah. I've got a nice quiche for lunch, actually.
Very nice.
Yeah, some salad. Anyway, we'll be back here in an hour. Thank you to Radical Rachel on the socials for all of her help. She's back on Sunday. We are back with you in 1 hour's time. So head to those checkouts and we'll come back for Softer Side of Life just then. Bye for now.